Greetings. This tutorial is going to explain creating curvature using the warp function in Photoshop, which is a very useful tool to make FIFA kits. Um, since using this function, it's just improved and accelerated my kit making. I've never made a video tutorial, but given that this process is much easier to show than to write a description of, I have decided to make one. First of all, let's begin by looking at a mistake that a lot of FIFA kit makers make when creating vertical or horizontal lines. Um, they create them completely vertically with no bend at all. Which if you look at an EA kit is not the way that they look. So let's look at the problem when we do leave our lines completely vertical. Alright. Alright, as you can see on the 3D render, the lines tend to fan out at the bottom and become larger, it would seem, right? They're not actually straight. They curve. Why? Well, it has to do with the model and the way that the texture wraps around the model. This is why none of EA's kits will ever have these vertical lines like this, because I can't imagine any kit that is designed like that. So, let's look at the fix. Alright, when I was making this Leeds United kit, rather than creating straight lines, I looked at examples from EA that were similar, and I matched my curvature to theirs. Now let's take a look at what happens when we use a correct texture. As you can see, the lines are straight now. There is no bend to them. They don't change size. They're exactly as they're supposed to be. Alright, so the purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to create slight or extreme bend in your kit making, and it will increase the quality and speed things up. So strap in and we will begin. Alright, so if I were to be making a kit, I might start, and I wanted to make a vertical line, I might start by just sampling a part of the kit, copying and pasting into place. Then I'd select all, use the magic wand, Alt click, and now let's paint it white so we can see it. Alright, now we have our layer. I choose the select tool, make sure that I have the box checked that says show transform controls. Click on one of these little white boxes, right click, and choose warp. Now, from here, I could just free warp, which there's times you'll need to do just to fine tune, but it's really not a suboptimal solution because it is very difficult to get everything equidistant and keep your lines correct, but it can be useful in a lot of ways. So there are times when you'll need to use it, but right now I'm going to show you how to use the arc function. If you look at this little drop down here, there are a number of different presets. I don't generally use them because I just have never found a reason to except for the arc function. But some of them are kind of cool, I guess. I got like fisheye effects. I don't know. Maybe somebody might be able to create a cool texture or something. You reduce the degree of it and all that. But anyway, we're going to use the arc tool. Oh, all right. So the reason that it's arced the wrong way is because it is set at the wrong orientation. So I'm going to click this little box, and now it is not. Now, right now the bend is pretty extreme because it's all the way at 50. So let's go ahead and just switch that to 5. Probably not enough bend yet, but we're getting close. Maybe 8, maybe 10. I think 10. So let's see how close we were on that one. Yeah, that just about follows the bend. Right. So this is not going to be a lengthy tutorial, guys. I'm just showing you what a useful function the warp tool is. Well, first of all, let's go back. Okay. Just a couple of other things to note. After you've done this, you can switch back to free transform. You can now start to reduce the width, although it's probably not a good idea. But you can decrease the size if you needed to. And if it's facing the wrong way, you can flip it horizontally.